Hola Kules, this is FCB Mumbai, the home of FC Barcelona in India. It's not really a great time if you're an FC Barcelona fan, Kule. We've played 10 games in the league and we've lost 4 of those games already. Let's see what is to come for FC Barcelona as we discuss the preview of the game against Cadiz. So, Kale, joining me on the panel today are Siddharth, Ashwin, and once again Rahul. So, Siddharth, let's come to you first. Already the fourth loss, and we've just played 10 games. We've got a 12-point gap opened up between us and the leaders. What, according to you, is going wrong for FC Barcelona right now?
I feel the formation 4-2-3-1 is like not up to the mark at this stage because Busquets in defensive midfield is not clicking very much, and this puts the entire pressure on De Jong. Against Cadiz, what we saw is Coutinho was in left wing, and what like Coutinho in left wing was never very useful. We saw it in the Sentien, not Sentien, sorry, in the Valverde
The
era
Valverde
also.
era. Yeah.
Yeah, in the Valverde era, so that wasn't clicking very much, which had him to go to Bayern, and where he won the Champions League. And the most pathetic loss for us, Barca Bayern. So now I think we are 3 points away from relegation also. Osasuna are on 11 points, we are on 14. So like now we really have to buckle up and we have to take some firm decisions.
Perfect, Siddharth. Coming to you now, Ashwin. The fourth league loss of the season, Siddharth feels it's because of the formation. But don't you also think
Yes.
it's because of the way we've conceded goals this season, especially those two against Cadiz? Both those mistakes came from the backline of FC Barcelona. What
Yeah,
do
that's
you
true.
feel about this?
What I feel about this is that our players in the defensive positions, they've been good this season. That's like obvious to everyone who has watched our game. But sometimes because we play 2 games per week, one in Champions League and one in La Liga, so I guess sometimes pressure on our centre back, Clement Longley, is way too much. And the mistakes like that, our second goal happened, which blew up our chances of winning the game. The throw-in pass from Jordi Alba, Longley didn't judge that properly and didn't clear it. And Ter Stegen also didn't fully clear the ball, just kicked it away, and the defender got in inside the goalpost. So what I think is our defenders, there's something lacking about communication between them. Like when the first header was considered by Oscar Mingueza, that led to the first Cadiz goal. I think that could have been provided if a call from Ter Stegen was taken, like he wanted to punch the ball in the mid-air, or Oscar Mingueza. I think he didn't judge the ball or reacted too late to clear the ball. So that's why it went right on the line of the goal, and the Cadiz attacker just put it in the goal post. So that's what I think. The players need to concentrate more on the defensive positions, and they have to communicate properly when the opposition in the front box.
So that's one thing, राहुल. ये एक बात हो गई कि ये fourth league loss है. एक बात हो गई कि we are conceding goals because of mistakes. एक और बात जो आ चुकी है, which is really impacting FC Barcelona negatively, is the dip in form which we've noticed of Longley, Ter Stegen, Messi, Bussi, and to some extent even Frankie de Jong. Now these are players whom Barcelona heavily depends on, and if these players falter, I mean, I'd leave the rest to you to interpret. So, what do you feel about our situation right now with these important players getting a dip in their form?
To be honest, there are some situations that I don't understand. There are some decisions that I don't understand altogether. For example, in the last game at halftime, we had two substitutions or three substitutions. Now we had two substitutions. One was Dembele incoming for Coutinho, and the other was quite questionable. It was Pedri coming in for Oscar Menges. I mean, I don't. I mean, I wanted Pedri coming in, but not for Menges. Why would you take out the only good center back that you have in your team at the moment? Because Longley obviously isn't looking like he was in the previous seasons. He has dipped a lot. Moreover, we've got Frankie De Jong playing as a centre back. Why? Not getting this. I'm simply not getting this. Busquets is starting games when he's not playing well instead of Pjanic. Pjanic, I guess had a pass accuracy of one. He made 126 accurate passes out of 130 in the Champions League game against Ferencvaros. So when he is giving such great performances, why isn't he in the starting lineup in the league? I mean, 4 losses in 10 league games. Jude, is this FC Barcelona? We know. Is this the FC Barcelona we know?
It's you were speaking about the backline, Frankie de Jong actually fitting into the backline. I was just checking the list now. We've got injuries not just to our backline with important players. I know no doubt Araujo has been given the medical green light. Samuel Mtiti is now on his way to recovery and back. But one more important factor which we are forgetting is our important players who have been out. Barcelona could have filled in different places, but somehow we sort of give this exposition that we're heavily dependent on only them. For example, we can actually see sometimes the maturity PK brings in the defensive setup in clearing those balls. That's not found. You find Barcelona players defending it takes 2 or 3 passes to clear the ball, whereas PK with his one touch could clear the ball. To add to that, Ousmane Dembele is out for 2 to 3 weeks now because of yet another injury. And in fact, Alvaro Cervera, the coach of Cadiz, in the post-match discussions, he said he was happy that Dembele wasn't there, that Coutinho was there instead because Coutinho only takes long ranges. If important players whom we rely on are being indirectly mocked by such coaches, how can you go on to say that FC Barcelona will actually win something this year? Siddharth, what's your
Jude,
opinion
I
on
mean,
this? Yeah, tell me.
okay.
Coutinho in left wing is like, as I told, that it is a disaster still now. Like if we are simply giving the match away at this point of view, so like it is it is way beyond like what we play actually. This is not like the FC Barcelona which most of the fans love, like
I know this is that. So
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's not the team we know, but there are not completely negatives that are there. There are positives
Yeah.
to take as well. That I mean, not many positives from this game, but from our overall season, we have been creating chances, but we haven't been able to score them, convert them. There is a revived Antoine Griezmann to some extent in the past few games. There is Coutinho was playing well, but he has dipped as well.
I
Now
also
there is
think
one
that
thing:
women
Messi
should
losing the ball.
just start, Vicky.
Messi is
Women
like out
should
of
get
form.
to start.
So Messi's dispossession isn't something new which has been I mean it was shown a lot, was highlighted a lot because we lost to Cadiz, but if you check Messi's previous stats also, Messi gets dispossessed or
No,
he loses the ball a lot. Like 25 is
he
his
gets
minimum number.
dispossessed. He gets dispossessed. He doesn't track back, but that isn't working right now, is it? That's the
It's
point.
not.
Because whenever he is losing the ball, it's turning into a opposition attack. I know
Because the
he
opposition
gets
is
dispossessed. I know
ball.
he loses the ball, but when it's
Yeah.
not working out, he needs to track back, right?
Now Ashwin brought up an excellent point. He said Pooj should start. So I'd like to take this to Siddharth. Siddharth, Ricky Pooj in a midfield which is already packed with talent, where do you see him play? And secondly, Koeman, at this point in time, it seems he doesn't trust Pooj enough because of his physicality. So what do you have to say about this?
Push, I think he will bring in some creativity in the midfield. What I saw in the Sentient team, like he's creating chances, he's passing brilliantly, and this is like he is a wonderful player and he should be in the team. Like we are playing Busquets, who is not doing anything. practically he's not doing anything and creating pressure for other players. So this is like creating pressure won't like make a mark on us. We will keep like conceding goals. Our defense will be like stressed up, and like against big teams like Juventus we are going to play next. Then in the round of 16 quarterfinals in the Champions League, I think this is going to this is going to stink us a lot. This is literally going to sting us.
Ashwin, in one line to conclude, what do you think Barcelona need to get back to winning ways in the league? In the Champions League, we are pretty much done. We are pretty much the best team in the Champions League. I'd like to say that. But in the league, one line, what should be the thing Barcelona implements to get back to the winning ways?
If Barcelona want to go in the winning league in La Liga and to come in the top 4, I guess the only thing we need is we need to start the young players and the players that have shown improvement in the Champions League and that have given consistent performance. And the experienced players beside them should accompany them and guide them. That's, I think, Koeman's starting 11 is a bit troubling for us.
Rahul, would you like to add anything?
I completely get that. I completely get that. I think Ashwin was completely on the point. Young players are starting. I love that about Koeman, that he makes changes to the 11. He has given young talents a chance. But I'm not, as I mentioned, there are some questionable decisions. For example, the De Jong position in the centre back role, and then there is Busquets starting ahead of Pjanic. Those are some questionable decisions. But apart from that, I'm not really worried about Messi's form, because Messi's rough phase doesn't last long. If he starts scoring again, he won't stop. We all know that. So yeah, there are some decisions that need to be changed. For example, the ones I mentioned. We can get back to winning ways. We have shown signs of improvement. For example, the Champions League games, the game against Osasuna, those were very good games. But what the main problem right now is the consistency. We are quite inconsistent in the league, which is hurting. The loss against Madrid was understandable. The loss against Getafe was understandable. The way we lost to Cadiz was we weren't even able to get through that backline. We weren't able to even create chances. The goal we got was also a lucky one, but I don't think even that could have gone in. So Jude looks pretty sad right now, but we will get back, Jude. Don't worry.
So for those of you watching, we're all trying to put on our happy faces for this video. There was a wave of intense depression which crept up on us after the result. If you could read the messages which were circulating on the group in WhatsApp on FCB Mumbai's official channel, you'd see the disappointment, the sadness in not just the tone of the messages, but in general the wave that was created. So that's it from us here at FCB Mumbai. Do keep following us. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And do let us know in the comments what you feel would be the winning formula for FC Barcelona to get back into the league, to have a shot at least the top 2, if not the title. So that's it from us, guys. As always, Visca Barça, Visca Catalonia. Jai Hind. See ya.